btmc bad. Okay, thanks for the 10,000 views. Now let's actually talk about it. Because for the past 2 days, what day is today? Today's the 10th, so yeah, for the past 2 days, what's been going on is that btmc was paid to make a code retweet of an AI venture, right? No clue how much he's been paid, but they did allow him to criticize them being AI while shilling out this AI project, and people were pretty mad about it, right? For obvious reasons, like for ethical reasons, for anything that involves AI is a touchy subject nowadays, and he ended up deleting the quote retweet. So he just resorted to retweeting, the AI tweet instead, which here we are, right? This is what he said. I'm being paid to retweet this, but get this. Astrocade is an AI platform paying real artists and animators to make their models better. And I think that's pretty cool. That's a throwback to Bro Master L. Oh, and you can make some funny games. Check it out. #ad. It's kind of crazy that they allow him to say that, oh, I'm being paid to tweet this. Like, usually you don't disclose that. You just put a #ad to, like, people, because like companies don't really want people to say, oh no, especially online, oh, I'm being paid to say this, because so therefore, like, my opinions on this is basically invalid. But yeah, enough about that. And basically what this website does is that it trains its AI on its own. It has their own developers, coders, and artists to train their AI on. Being AI, obviously, people are gonna be upset about this. Namely Bubble Man, in which he says, if anyone asks, this was the retweet that broke my spirit. You see here, btmc retweeted this after deleting his original code tweet. And Biden has this to say. He has all the money from the farmathon already, man. Why would he do this? In which 5F accurately responded with, actually he doesn't, because he has to host Roundtable out of his own money, and the disgusting cretins that run this game offer zero funding towards any huge event that the community creates to keep the game alive, lol. Nah, but Laser though, no luck. 5F has a point here, because btmc has to pay for the Roundtable out of his own pocket, and according to him, the price just keeps getting expensive over time in each iteration that he has hosted the Roundtable. Now, does he have to? No. Literally. He doesn't have to host the Roundtable. He's not obligated to continue hosting the Roundtable. But he wants to, right? That's his own choice. Like, tough luck, buddy. It's cool. It's cool. Like, everyone wants him to host the Roundtable. Everyone is excited, right? But is everyone gonna help contribute to hosting the Roundtable? Oh no, because not everyone can afford like huge amount of money, or even like just a little bit, right? Osu isn't like a huge game, and we don't have a huge community. But if everyone just donates something, it will count. But realistically, that's not gonna happen. Therefore, btmc has to pay out of his own pocket. And Osu isn't a game where we can just magically get sponsors, right? It's not like League or Valorant or Riot Game or... Yeah, we don't get sponsors. Like, at least not the ones that pay big money just to just to slap their brand on it, right? He's sponsored by Gillette, and back then it was fucking the ball shaver, right? But that's a personal sponsor and not a game sponsor. Now we have companies like Wooding and Drunk Deer offering to sponsor tournaments, and that's great. But guess what? They make keyboards. They do not have the capital to just host an event that costs upwards of like 5 figures. According to Ed, it's cost like 5 figure, if I remember. And I think he went into the deal knowing it would give him shit. When you are in his position, right? He knowingly took this deal to make things work, right? To make ends meet, because it works in his favor. Not in the backlash type of way, but he did say when he was getting cancelled for the first time, right? 2025 is the year he gets cancelled. Is that he's doing this shit on purpose. He's being himself. He's doing things and saying shit that he actually thinks, right? And then if the community has a negative response, he'll take a step back and reassess, which he did, right? The quote tweet, he deleted it, and then he took a step back to only retweeting it, which tells me that he still gets the bag. But I mean, sub count 6,400. So math, right? 32,000 divided up by 2, because partners get the 50-50% split anyways. You get 16,000, and 16,000 over the span of like 2 months. Has it been 2 months? Has he been doing this shit for 2 months now? And with taxes and yada yada, that leaves him at around like barely 10 grand. And with all the shit he has going on, 10 grand is nowhere near enough to cover anything that he wants to do. So therefore, he's biting the bullet. He's taking all of these criticisms to fund whatever he wants to fund. And I'm hoping that he's making a big bag from this, which he probably did, to make this thing worth getting all of this criticism. Which, you know, I'm not defending, like, objectively, right? Him accepting a deal from an AI company, knowing the context around AI, is pretty fucking stupid. Like, that's a dumbass move. But from a personal perspective, I would do the same, right? If I know how much money they're offering, which is probably a lot, because I spent 2 minutes of research, I'd probably take it too. And you probably would take it too, because you are criticizing AI because you are in a position to do so, right? You don't have you're not in his shoes. You don't have tournaments. You don't have big ass fucking tournaments to fund out of your own pocket, because no one else is gonna, right? It's something you want to do. You don't have to. Well, you're kind of being pressured to do it, but ultimately you really don't have to. And Nairo brought up a interesting point, that I don't think saying we compensate artists to train our AI justifies as a service. Justifies a service like this. That's my 2 cents right now. Plus, actually paying artists to train your AI would need so much data that it would be literally impossible to finance. Brings up a great point, because if you know how AI works, it basically scraps data from like millions and millions of pre-existing stuff, like art and coding projects, yada yada, which are the things that Astrocade is using. And if Naro just, you know, look them up, which I did, Astrocade, about us, you can see a list of name and investors that are giving them money. And I have prepared beforehand. We have NVIDIA Venture Capital, right, which is a whole section for to invest in AI. You know, NVIDIA equals big money. We have Mike Abbott, which is, you know, vice president software for General Motors, cars, anything that has to do with cars, have money. Like, and then we have Eric Schmidt, right? Like, all of this, you don't, like, I just skip over. But if you read this sentence, right? As of 2025, he's the world's 54th wealthiest person, according to Bloomberg, with a net worth of 32.4 billion. Now, this should tell you that these people backing this Astro Case shit are pretty fucking stacked, right? So to answer your question, Naro, um, actually, it's not a question. To like clear up your doubts, it would be literally impossible to finance if you don't have literally literal billionaires as your investors. So now, which would tie back to the point whether he's paying enough to risk his reputation. To which I say, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, it's really easy to hate on btmc right now if you just want to ride on the hate train, right? AI is bad, and btmc made a really stupid move to promote AI. But if you just take a second to think, right? Put yourself in his shoes. Not the moral high horse where, oh, I would never get paid to promote AI. Yes, anyone can say that. It's not like you're in any position that being offered a life-changing amount of money or like a situational amount of money would like tempt you. Like you and me, we're working like in 9-to-5 jobs and just playing a video game. It's not like we are the face of that game and you want to fund stuff, and this AI company just happened to just dangle a bag of money in front of your face like that, you know? Like, as stupid as the move of this was, it's kind of understandable why he would take it. I mean, I don't exactly know how much, but you know, since I made this video defending you, Ed, could you send me like, I don't know, like a quarter of it? Thanks. For the off chance that anyone sees this after, if it doesn't get buried under the algorithm, but yeah. AI bad, btmc bad. I miss the old Edward Ling. Where's he's over streaming. No, that's this, yeah. Grow up.